Hi, welcome to another 13 Seasons video. I'm really excited today. I'm excited for the amount of good that I hope this video will do. Let me begin with an experience I had that felt really important. About 2 weeks ago, I was leading my son through a guided meditation, and some imagery came to my head as I was leading him through this that taught me a lot. And the imagery was of a giant tower, okay? And this tower was like so big, all right? Like it was so tall that I couldn't see the top of it, right? It went up to the clouds and the clouds kept me on top of it. And it went, but I was hanging on the middle of the tower and I looked down and it went down so far, I couldn't see the bottom of it. This is a big tower. And somehow I knew that the goal is to climb over the tower. So I tried climbing the tower, but I couldn't climb the tower in this meditative experience. It was impossible. It was too tall to climb. And I asked, what does this mean? And I understood, instantly I understood that the tower represents all of the emotional trauma that's trapped in my body and that's trapped in the body of my son who was meditating with me, and all the emotional garbage, the challenging emotions that are trapped in the bodies of my whole family and the whole world. And I realized that as a planet, we have so much emotions trapped in all of us as a body together that it's just too much. It's too much to climb. Like I tried climbing, I just got too tired. I couldn't climb anymore. It was too much. And I asked, what do we do about this? And I had this incredible sense of how important it is that as many people as possible learn how to process emotions. More people need to learn how to do it if we're going to be successful. In fact, an account as part of the Bible came to my head when Jesus says that the harvest is big and need more laborers. At the time, he had the famous 12 apostles who followed him, but he said they needed more laborers. And so he called 70 more people to do the same kind of work the apostles were doing. And I had that story came to my head as like an example of what's needed. That more people need to know how to process emotions. More humans need to be engaged in this. And I feel a certain urgency, but not like an urgency like, oh, I'm scared kind of urgency. Just like this needs to get done in kind of like a peaceful but important kind of way. And there's an urgency that it's important for more people to learn to process emotions. Now, if you look at the 13 Seasons model, let's go head over. Let me bring up the 13 Seasons site real quick. So if we look at the 13 Seasons site, right, and you go to the 13 virtues. Now here, there are, lots of virtues. There's 13 of them, in fact. Only one of them is process emotions, right? So it's not like processing emotions is all there is to virtue, right? Creating solutions and fulfilling unity, acting with balance, staying motivated, increasing understanding, all of these things are important and all of them work together. But each of them helps the others work better. And that includes processing emotions. When we process emotions we know how to do it right. We know how to do it well. It helps us create solutions. It helps us discover and do our unity. It helps us act with balance. It helps us communicate. It helps us hone perception, right? When we process emotions, it helps with all the others really, really profoundly. We read left to right, and this diagram here, process emotions is on the left, and you move right, right? So processing emotions is something we can do inwardly that helps release all these others, and all these others help us process emotions. So I just processing emotions is so important. And as we process our emotions, the emotions that are trapped in us, it changes our understanding, right? Because our understanding of the world is based on the emotions we have. So as we process our emotion, our understanding will change, right? And all these other things will change too, if we can learn to process emotions. So process emotions is a really, 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 really big deal. And I want to share with you a new tool, relatively new tool I've discovered for processing emotions. A friend of mine who is often involved in 13 Seasons things, often coming to live streams and commenting on videos and things, introduced me to this book called The Emotion Code by Dr. Bradley Nelson. And this book has been huge for me recently. My friend has been using the techniques in this book, like guiding me through them and helping me use these techniques to heal. And I've been doing that for, I don't know, probably 2 or 3 months now. And I have been healing my emotions faster than I knew was possible before with her help. And eventually I'm like, I gotta learn more about this. So I bought the book and I own it now. And I've started reading it. And I discovered quickly that there's an app. Sorry, I just hit the microphone. There's an app that goes with the book. I have it on my phone here. I'll just kind of show what it looks like. It looks like this. There's a Emotion Code app that you can get on the App Store. It's free to download, but then it has some extra things you can add, in-app purchases that are $30 a month. I got it for free and then quickly paid for the extra $30 a month services because it's that helpful to me. But even the free stuff is super duper helpful. I just want to recommend everyone to give this book a try and maybe use the app with it. This book teaches really well the same principles that are being taught in this channel all the time, that we have emotions trapped in us connected to trauma. And, we can try to ignore them and they'll just get shoved down and keep being a barrier in our lives. We can try to use willpower to just change, but our emotions will always be stronger than our willpower. We can try to just use our brains, just use cognitive approach, right? And we can try to just try to discipline ourselves to think differently. But when we do that, we're only affecting the top part of our brain, the thinking part of our brain, and our lizard brain that's underneath that. This is our thinking brain. We have our lizard brain underneath it. The lizard brain at the core of our brain, thinking will never make it change. You have to process the emotions. A lot of therapists understand this. Some therapy, though, relies purely on cognitive approaches, and people see a therapist for a long, long time, and the therapist keeps talking to them forever about how they can see things differently, but they're only doing the cognitive part, and they're never getting to the emotional trauma stored underneath the cognitive brain. But if they can do that and team that with the kind of approach therapy uses, then they'll really start to heal fast. And the Emotion Code teaches how to do that. Furthermore, this book talks about how as we release emotions, it affects our physical bodies. The guy who wrote this book, he's been using the techniques in this book with people since the 90s to help people to heal. And he has tons of stories in here about people who have healed because of using these techniques in conjunction with other things, right? Holism means that we bring all sides together. So for example, if you have some physical ailment, letting go of emotions can actually help your physical body heal. But it's good to also do the physical body healing things too. Do Emotion Code and go to the doctor. Do both, right? By doing Emotion Code with people that way, from a holistic approach, Dr. Bradley Nelson has seen people either completely heal from, or at least experience a partially healed from, like have alleviated the effects of ADHD, addiction, allergies, anxiety, asthma, autism, autoimmune issues, back pain, Bell's palsy, bipolar disorder, cancer, carpal tunnel syndrome, chest pain, chronic fatigue syndrome, colitis, constipation, Crohn's disease, depression, diabetes, dyslexia, eating disorders, eye pain, fibromyalgia, headaches, heartburn, hiatal hernia, hip pain, hypoglycemia, immunity issues, impotency, infertility, insomnia, irritable bowel syndrome, joint pain, knee pain, learning disabilities, low back pain, low self-esteem, lupus, migraines, multiple sclerosis, neck pain, nerve pain, night terrors, nightmares, panic attacks, paranoia, Parkinson's disease, phobias, PTSD, self-sabotage, sexual dysfunction, shoulder pain, sinus problems, social anxiety, suicidal thoughts, tennis elbow, thyroid problems, vertigo, weight issues. He has actual moments when using the emotion code techniques, he's helped people heal from all those things. There are so many people I know right now, more than ever before I've ever been aware of before, who have some kind of health problem that the medicine world doesn't know what to do with. I am not saying to discount the things the medical world has to say and has to teach. Take advantage of it. We are blessed with new technologies and knowledge of medicine that like never before, and let's use it. But let's use it in conjunction with techniques like those taught in this book, where we're taking care of the emotions trapped inside our organs while also taking care of the the stuff that medicine can do for us. Let's use them together and let's heal. And we can heal all the things in that book and other things too. My family, there's lots of videos in this channel about money because my family has been using the knowledge of 13 seasons to improve our financial situation recently. That's been a real blessing for us. And as I've used emotion code to process my feelings around money, things have been getting so much better financially for our family. We've been manifesting money and it's been showing up. And it's amazing because we've been letting go of all the feelings that were blocking money in our lives before. Here's what I recommend you do. I recommend you buy this book and read it. I recommend you give the techniques in this book a try. It'll lead you through a process that you can use with the book by itself or with the app to help you know how to look at a chart like this and identify which of the emotions on the chart is trapped in you right now. And then it teaches you what techniques to use to let go of those emotions. And it also teaches you how to use a similar process to discover how emotions and energies are affecting different parts of your body, physically or in other ways, and let go of that too. And I promise you're going to experience so much healing if you give this a shot. Emotion Code is not endorsing this video. The experience I had with the tower is endorsing this video. I feel called to help more people learn to take care of their emotions. And if you want, you can go to the 13 season site. You can go to the site and you can go over to free session and get help in your journey. And you can set up a free session with me and we can work together to help you through your emotions if you don't want to do it alone. Like my friend, did for me, who's been doing emotion code with me. And if it's a good fit, I could even refer you to her as she could help you. Just however you're going to get help, I want you to get help. If you get in touch with me through this, I'll do one free session with you. And it'll do wonders for you. And in that session, I can teach you how to keep going on your own if you want to. Or we can set up appointments to keep working together. And I'd happy to be that person, take you on as a client and mentor you through the process of letting go of your emotions and finding healing. I don't want you to keep repeating the same problems and the same barriers that you've been repeating up to this point in your life. I want you to start experiencing something different. And if you're going to experience something different, you got to do something different. And for a lot of people, it's learning the tools to finally take care of the emotions that are trapped in your body. Most people aren't doing that. I'd like to teach you how. So go ahead and buy the book, or go to 13seasons.org and sign up for a free session. And subscribe and keep following our content, because we'll try to teach lots of good stuff here. And until the next video, enjoy your best self, one season at a time.